Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You are relentless and they are literally like losing their shit, trying to figure out how to get back in your energy. And also, your name holds power. And you were born to be a legend. So I guess that explains why they can't quite leave you the F alone, huh? It's like the minute you try to get your peace and quiet back in balance, they're like, oh, we gotta get in there and hide in the shadows. Go and hide in the shadows, or just go cause chaos, I'm hearing. So what is happening? I've been getting so many messages about like keep going because you're so close and there's so much attempted interference. And we will say attempted because God wins every time, right? God wins every time. And because you're adaptable, because you have been able to adapt to all of the situations, it's like you're aware that there is a lot more going on than meets the eye, than what's being seen. Just gonna see about Shaman's Dream Oracle. I haven't used in a very hot minute. Winter is no longer, right? Winter has come to an end. So the gestation period has ended. And now you're wandering between realms. And maybe that's why you have been bringing so much attention upon yourself, because what you're doing is otherworldly. What you've been doing doesn't make a lot of sense to the untrained eye, but to the trained eye and the ones that know what it looks like when somebody's about to make a big move, they are the ones very curious about the many masks, the authentic self. So are you wearing many masks and so they cannot figure it out? Or you have lifted all of these masks and now that you're being your authentic self? These are interesting messages. Wow. Because you were wandering between realms and now you're needing direction. And that would make a lot of sense. And then the wall. So there's obstacles. We're going to get some clarifiers to see what's going on. But I just wanted to get a couple cards out here to find out exactly what is going on in the energy. So we will get some clarifiers, just see if there's any other cards that want to come out of the shamans before we go. And wow, it's just, I like the bottom card. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And that's what you've been doing, and that's why it's hard to pin you down, because if you're just going with the flow and you're not like thinking your every move out in your brain, then there's no one can tap into your brain to find out what your next move is, you know? That's usually about how it happens. Usually you think it's your idea to do the things and go to the places, but a lot of times it's just programming. We don't even realize how programmed we are to do the same thing every day or similar things all the time. But you are the magician, so you're pretty aware of your magic, and you're pretty aware of how you are navigating this whole situation. And luck and right timing are happening. So even though it seems like there's a lot of indirection, I'm hearing it's misdirection is necessary in order to precisely navigate this next venture. But yes, luck is here. And you are the herald of change. Again, you were born to be legend, and your name holds power. And I haven't used the light seers in a moment. And so we are going to just tap right on into the light seers. And oh, I like the bottom card. The Page of Cups. See that little piggy on there? Flying away, saying, hey, I do believe in infinite possibilities, that everything is possible. When you believe that everything is possible, then anything. That means the door is wide open to all brand new experiences. as I say that, the Emperor. So you're owning this. You're finally being the leader of your life. And you are going to have some incoming pentacles, some more abundance incoming. What else do we need to know? There is a lot that is unseen though. Forgot to put chapstick on. I just went for a walk and my lips were dry the whole time. Look at this. Just asking you shall receive, right? Plus I need a minute to just figure out what is happening here. You are literally throwing everyone so far off track. They can't figure out what your next move is because you're wandering between realms. You're experiencing life as it comes. And I don't really think you need any direction at all because this card is 36, which is the 9, 369. You are moving to the beat of your own drum, of your heart. And any obstacles that come in your way, you are just knocking them down. Left, right, center, because you are the Emperor, because you are the boss, and because you decided, hey, I'm not living for everyone else anymore. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm moving away from those energies that are causing chaos in my life. So, and I'm a drifter. I'm drifting, baby. I'm just drifting as I go, and that is going to bring you into your Ten of Pentacles. We'll see if that comes back out, because that was just on the bottom when I was looking at that. What else do we need to know? Thank you. If I didn't say, we are surrounded in this highest divine healing white and golden light of creation, of protection, of guidance, and of knowingness that all is truly well. Dear God, thank you for being here and protecting us, divine infinite intelligence, Mother Earth, Father Nature, God, all that is, was, and will be. What other messages do we have? You have healed. You have healed. And you may still be holding on to energies that you don't need to hold on to any longer. That's just what I'm getting with this string on here, because I've never really noticed the string. I know that's what came through. So release and be grateful, because your long awaited pentacles are incoming, and new positions, new opportunities, new jobs, new ways of making money. We've got 2 8s in a row coming out. The 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords here. You don't have to be in your head any longer. And maybe that's what this is saying, because you've decided that when you go with the flow and you wander between realms and you allow life to just come as it comes and you experience it as in the now moment. Oh, and the strength. I just said there was 2 8s. There's literally 3 8s in a row. Abundance. You're going a different way on the spiral. You're marching to the beat of your own drum and you are creating your own way with the Page of Wands. And you're doing it with your heart, from your heart space. Why is this really interesting? These cards, I don't know if you saw it, but they kind of flipped out and they wanted to be hidden. There are a few people who are attempting to still hide their hands, play in your energy and hide their hands. With the Four of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the trickery card, with these two coming out together, with the moon out here. People cannot figure you out, so now they're still trying to create some type of chaos, and you have literally just, because you have been so in flow with God and the universe, you haven't even given anybody's attempt to knock you off your path. You haven't even given it any of your attention. Yeah, you're just busy. You're just busy here thinking of the infinite possibilities of what could be incoming. What? Let's see here. There was another deck I was thinking of using. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Ace of Swords landed on top of the Emperor, which is also on top of the Obstacles card. So when you decided to boss up, and realize that you are the creator of your reality, that no one else is creating your reality but you, unless you allow these ideas and these projections of other people's thoughts and other people's fears and other people's worries of what you're going to do next. You realize that if you just put up a wall and allowed yourself to go with the flow and be the leader of your own life, allowing God to work through you, you would come up with some ideas of your next move. What else do we need to know about this? What is the Seven of Cups, which is the illusions card? Oh, and there's something behind it. What else? Can we get a couple of other cards to see what else we need to know with this energy? I'm trying to put it all together. Why is the confidence in your magic sword, magician sword card? Something flipped again. King of Swords. So speaking your truth, or speaking, knowing that what, oh yeah, that was the message that was coming through the other day. Why it's so important to keep speaking your truth, even if other people don't like what you have to say. Because that expands your light. And when you expand your light, you're expanding the electromagnetic field of light around you. And so not only are you expanding what is unseen in you, but you're expanding what is unseen in this world. And that's what makes people uncomfortable about your light, is you're showing, you're expanding, and then you show more. It shows more of other people. Oh yeah. They've been doing the most to try to break your heart, to keep you stuck in these cycles of you meeting people and thinking they're the one, and then it doesn't work out, and then you're crying and screaming again, but you realize that that is not even what you're focused on at this point in time, or whatever these other illusions that might have been. It might not have been about a relationship necessarily. But you've outsmarted. So that was interesting, because this kind of landed on top of the wandering between realms. When you started to decide that you weren't going to fall for other people's illusions, that you were going to, yeah. Five of Wands. There's like a fight over your energy. There's a fight over, a battle over getting you to pay attention to things that really are not gonna be worthwhile in this moment. Ooh, yeah. Come on, come with me, little one. It's safe. I've got free candy. Didn't you see it spray painted on my van? Says the devil. But you've just been resting and meditating and taking care of yourself and focusing on your needs and your heart. Ooh, which has brought you so much balance. With the Temperance card coming out here. And there is somebody who is going to be rushing in to tell you that they love you, or that they miss you, that they want to give you something. They want to help you. Because you closed out these cycles, because you decided, hey, I am not going to be stuck in these illusions and think that I am not capable or worthy of all good things. I am capable and worthy of all good things. I always have been. It was just an illusion that I was stuck in, that I wasn't capable or worthy of all these good things. And most these energies were trying their darndest. Look at this. They wanted to just keep you stuck in illusions, in heartache, in confusion, in like so mess with your energy so much that you could just like, all you wanted to do was sleep and eat and not focus and like worry about the past. And like people were literally up at night like scheming up plans. Like I just see people like typing up scripts like, this is what they're gonna do next because this worked every other time. And that's what I was being shown. Like people are desperate to keep you in a script that is not your script to live, or it was never really your script to live in. There may be false people coming in to say that they love you and want to spend time with you, but you know that if you stay on your path and you stay true to your heart, that God is going to send you the right one. Hold on one second. Yeah, and like there was also a wanting to keep you in your emotions and like to not even let you see all of the opportunities that were coming and just kind of keep you stuck. But you got out, because the Ten of Pentacles did come out again. because you knew, you could feel that there wasn't just those 4 cups anymore. You knew that there was more coming, and that's why the Lover's card is here. Oh my goodness, with the Empress. So what is coming in is a new partnership or relationship, somebody that you are going to be creating with, and it's going to be so freaking amazing that it's going to seem like, do pigs fly? Because yeah, I'm walking on sunshine with the Sun card coming out after that. You're saying, I can have it all, and I will have it all, because I've always known in my heart that I was meant to have it all. And God is like, yes, finally you're getting it. I love it. I love it. Out of your head, into your heart. With the Queen of Wands, or with the Nine of Swords into the Queen of Wands, you said, I am not going to stay stuck in my head. I'm going to get into my body. I'm going to do some things that make me feel good, and I'm going to become emotionally stable with the Queen of Cups. I'm going to take off this blindfold, and I'm going to see the world through God's eyes. And I'm going to see what I truly like and what I truly desire, because I got so lost in everyone else for so long that I kind of forgot what am I good at? What do I want to do? And what is that? Where is that energy going to take me with the Wheel of Fortune? And you know that that is a shift in energy, a shift in momentum. 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups is out here as well, along with the 6 of Pentacles. So you will have enough, not only for yourself, but to give to many, 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 many people. It's going to be a big shift in energy when you, now, it's here now. The energies the energy's been here for a while. And that was the other message, was they were trying very hard to try to stop you from seeing that this energy has already shifted and that it is already coming into fruition. But if we can just keep them, this whomever, in this lack mindset, in this brokenhearted mentality, or of not worthy mentality, or just stuck in the past and thinking that the old way to make money was the only way to make money. Not saying that you're not still going to make money in the same way, but you're going to have a different attitude about it going into it. You're going to know that where you go next is led by God. And so you cannot be led astray, and you cannot be led wrong. And every opportunity, when you now, you have the new perspective that everything comes through God, and that God is the only power in this world, and that there is only God, only love, only light, and that is the magic that is you. And that is what you are creating from now. You were lost in space for a while. You did need some directions. But once you realize to be your true authentic self is the biggest superpower, that and forgiveness and acceptance and forgiveness and love, they all go hand in hand. But that is what helped you to realize that you no longer needed to be anybody but your true authentic self. And by being your true authentic self, you knew that you are a boss, that you came here to be a boss and a leader, and you are strong enough. You are strong, and you are sweet, and you are kind, and you are more than capable of doing something awesome. We're gonna get a fortune cookie. Sunshine on the bottom. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth, fabulous communication in relationships. So like I said, there could be some type of a relationship incoming, but we'll just see if there's any other fortune cookie. You are so loved, and God is proud that you've stuck with knowing that even though you're basically, you feel like you're letting people down, you're not letting God down. That's pretty important to know. You're making God proud, and God is always guiding you. So even when people think your intuition seems, you know that this change is only going to bring you something better. And God does not want you to get burnt out. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And that just like flew on the floor. a change of residence, partner, career, or job is in the cards. You're restless, you're restless and in need of a change, and that is exactly what is coming your way. And jealousy. Watch out who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Spend time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. And this is so true. I think a lot of times it's like you just get excited to become to just come into contact with somebody, or, share your space with share your energy with someone that you just like want to share everything. And sometimes we don't need to say every single thing that comes to our brain. I am very guilty of that. Let's just see if there is I was wanting to get an archetype card, God on the bottom. Somebody's been trying to play God in your life for a very, very, very long time. And like these messages have kind of been similar, like leading up to this. Like, I don't know what we're leading up to, but like you got out, that one with the movie quote from Old School. Hey, didn't we lock you in a dumpster? He's like, yeah, I got out. And you got out because you're a warrior. And you knew that you were a warrior, and that in your heart you've always known how strong you were. And now you're not scared to show it. You have strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. And God helped you do this because you asked for guidance and you said, hey, I cannot do this alone. And I know that I am not here to suffer. And I've always known God will be the one to guide me. You're a mystic. Revels in intimate union with the divine, as we were just talking about God. When you call on God and lean on God and say, I give it all to you, God, you are the king of the universe. You are the one that knows all of the functions and processes of my body. You know where I belong. You know why I'm here. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. You did come here to be a leader. Excuse me just one second. My nose got all itchy. Wait. Okay. Let's see if we can get one more. Mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. And sometimes we have to wander between worlds for a minute and figure out who we authentically are at our core before we are able to be a leader and to be that person who is able to see all from all perspectives. To be a mediator, you have to have a giant, you can't be just one-sided. You have to have a huge perspective. Child, nature, friendship with animals, communication, and nature spirits. And then the Miser came out. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. And that was another thing I was hearing. You have something so special. That's why a lot of people want to keep you in, places or in situations that don't allow you to shine your true light, so that you never really see how truly bright you are, how much light you put off, and how much your energy is really necessary in this world. Financial security on the bottom of these. Let's just see if there's, I'm just hearing one more. You're an advocate. You inspire to put compassion into action. So you did here, you're here to advocate maybe for animals and birds. Animals and birds. Nature. Animals, I was going to say, and children. And then you are a gambler. You have the willingness to follow your intuition, even when others doubt you. And that's what I was talking about earlier. It may look, what you're doing may not make sense to anyone else, but that's okay. If you know that you're following your heart and God is leading you, every job or everything that you do from this moment forward, when you do it with God, it's gonna feel right. And there may be some people you need to cut ties with, and some or habits or places or Locations, something about locations, cutting ties with a certain place or thing. Concealment. Weird, because the masks card. But then also leadership on the bottom. So yeah, you're here to be a leader. And you're really, you're pissing some people off is what I'm hearing. Like you're literally pissing people off because you're not doing what they're expecting you to do. And then when they think they've got you to go one way, you go another. And you're concealing your moves somehow. You've been concealing your moves, and it maybe has to do with, maybe you've already cut ties because you did feel like people were wanting to know your every move, and you were just like, this doesn't feel right. And so you're concealing that information. I want to read that card. I want to know what that has. That's got me curious. And you're courageous. Never forget how courageous you are. You wouldn't still be here. You sure wouldn't be on this channel. I don't know. Maybe you are just because you're from Raya, or that. Doesn't matter. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Concealment. You've taught yourself how to be strong, how to be a go-getter, and how to protect yourself. You've conquered obstacles because you know where you stand, and hiding behind a mask can feel safe. When you conceal your true identity and don't let people fully know you, they can't hurt you. The glamorously painted faces. Wow. Very appealing and provide a sense of shelter. However, if you keep avoiding connecting on a deeper level, it can leave you feeling vulnerable and alone. Commit to making choices that are better for your unique essence and purpose. And yes, you have a very unique essence and you have a very unique purpose. Oh, that was right. I was going to get some light seers. The Talisman card says to use the card when you want to unmask a certain aspect of your life, if you need to reveal your true feelings, or when you need to dig beneath the surface of a situation that has left you unsure of yourself. Imagine carrying the mask for a little while and then envision yourself removing it. At first, this may be frightening and make you feel exposed and vulnerable, but you will learn to stay stronger and forthright with practice. Try writing down on a piece of paper something positive that people don't know about you. I am true to myself. Okay. Makes me want to read the mini masks card in the Shaman's Dream book too. And the Magician's Sword. Maybe that, because that came right before it. Many masks. The authentic self, energizing internal allies, a conscious shift. We live in a world where everyone we see wears a mask. We wear these masks to cover up and protect who we really are. We learn to do so because we've been conditioned to try to appear a certain way to fit into society. Masks allow us to belong so that we remain within the confines of what is expected. Masks are not inherently bad. Rather, they provide context and structure for our personalities and soul's expression. Some of us might believe that a particular mask, fixed and hardened onto us, is our permanent face. We forget that we are living beings with a multitude of faces, enabling us to experience a fuller, more vibrant world. Your authentic essence doesn't want to be constrained by others' expectations anymore. Now is the time to strip away the mask you've been adapting and discover who you really are. A new self is emerging, and your perception changes as you adopt new ways of being. And we were talking about being perceptive of all sides of, you basically have an eagle eye view is the point now. So now that you've got your new perspective, you don't have to wear the mask any longer. Right now, it's really important to allow yourself to experiment, to experience the world in all its myriad potentials and possibilities. Try on different masks and let yourself be fluid and curious. How will you know what you love and what you resonate with if you don't take off the mask you've always worn and test drive some new ones? Your authentic essence will never change. It will only express itself differently, through these optional selves. Through trial and error, you discover more and more about what and who you want to become. What would it feel like to explore this side of you? Anything is possible if you're willing to open up to your potential. You can truly move beyond the barriers that society has set. Use your imagination and step into the magic. And that's interesting because I said we should read the magic card. Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you. The beauty you seek. And I just want to say real fast, with all of these cards that came out, and then the message that was coming before, you really do have something special within you. And also like that you provide when you are around people. And you've been doing something different and you haven't been showing it as much, and maybe it's time to start showing it again. That's kind of what's coming through. When the Magician's Sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. With the power of the Magician's Sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person or a particular location or a faulty thought or belief, and let that blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the Magician's Sword to cut through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting. Ain't that the truth? Focus on your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the Magician's Sword appears, it is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive, with wisdom, and can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate, act. Card 37, which is a 10, so it's a new beginning. I see somebody out there making fun of my air quotes, and I don't care. Make fun of me. I really don't. It's just like, if you are watching this video this far anyways, that's good. Ooh, it's like somebody's here just knocking shit out of my hands. It's what it's felt like for the last couple days. Lucid dreams. I can't remember any of my dreams lately. I mean, I can remember all of my dreams. You got to tell yourself, I remember, before you go to bed every night, I remember every dream. Every time I wake up in the morning, I remember every dream. Ancient Egyptian ancestors, and there's an ancient blah. I won't say it. I'm not saying it. Angels are protecting you. Do not worry. And then another dream messages card came out. Lucid dreams, dream messages. This makes me think of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic. Do not worry. You've been underestimated, but you know your strength. Only you know your strength. Only you can prevent forest fires. DNA upgrade to your goddess energy, because you have a big mission on Earth and it's time to shine, baby. Goddess or God energy, just, you know, whatever you got, whatever you're working with there. But remember that we have both masculine and feminine energies within us. So yeah, we did have the Temperance card come out. So you have alchemized your masculine and masculine and feminine energies. You know, I was gonna how long have we been doing this? 34 minutes? What are you thinking? We want to get some more tarot, I guess. We're just going to confirm what's going on, because I don't know if this message has really tied together as well as I had thought it was tying together for a minute. And you know, the best way to do that is to cut right down to the cold hard truth with the tarot there. And was that all the cards that you wanted for Talisman? Anything else? I thought maybe there was one more. Safe travel. There could be some travel in your future. Overcome fear. So if there's something that you're still scared about, don't be scared. give it to God. I release all things that are not serving my highest good to God and allow only good things to come into my life. I am grateful for all the good things coming into my life. I am grateful for the good fortune coming into my life. God, thank you. I am grateful, divine infinite intelligence. Equilibrium, divine guidance. You are balanced. And oh, that's like kind of what this makes me. It's like you're so balanced that people want to try to put you off balance. That's what these kind of messages were making me feel like. Like there's an energy that wants you to feel lost in space, but you actually know that if you keep following your heart, you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be, because God always leads you and guides you to the right place at the right time. Especially when you have that mentality. If you think that the complete opposite of that, then no, that absolutely will be what you find. But when you say God is always guiding me, I'm always in the right place at the right time, how could that be wrong? It can't. So we were going to just do one more of these, okay? What's the most important chosen message? That's 4. Remain calm at this time, because abundance. Maybe you're the black sheep of your family. And your third eye is awakening. And I did say something earlier about the third eye, because there's been messages about the third eye. And I think every spring, our third eyes are supposed to awaken, that we are supposed to have more awakening. Like the body connects to the constellation, to the astrology of the world. And every new cycle, we should have new abilities and new gifts and new things that come online, new upgrades. Oh yeah, more tarot. But there was just this, I don't really know why I don't do the T cards very often, but is there any more messages for the collective? Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Way to go. And this also makes me think of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because it's so funny. In the beginning, they say, "So long and thanks for all the fish." Dun, 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 dun. Because it's like the whole time the dolphins were trying to tell everybody that the world was going to end. And the narration is just wonderful in that movie. I just can't even speak highly enough about it. I knew there was a reason my internet went down, so that I had to watch something that I hadn't seen in a long, long time. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. I knew there was a reason that I was being led to these cards. Because you are going to have a financial gain, because something is coming in for you. So there is going to be, I can't make this up. You have good fortune coming in. The beetle. The dung beetle is a great sign of good fortune. And it's time to get out of a tough situation. So just be not overly cautious, because everyone's so sus these days anyways. It's like, good fortune, man. I cannot make this up. 4-leaf clover. The nest. An emotionally secure and loving family is important to you, and you are going to be having that soon, because we did have the 10 of Cups card coming out as well with the Light Seers Tarot. Opportunities are waiting for you. And that's what I was going to say when I got the Egyptian card. So this door message, there's a door deck that I'm going to use soon. Dealings or a relationship with a younger man. That looks like a gal to me, but I guess that's a man. And 8, I mean, you can have long hair. Just like a really angry younger man, so it's maybe somebody who's angry. They don't know how angry they are. Temptation will test you. Maybe there will be a younger man who's tempting you. Or reverse the, if you're a guy or a girl watching and you mean like the other, then just energies can be reversed. Maybe something happened in February. Something like that kind of blew your mind. I'm just getting that with the wind. Woman, dealing a relationship with a woman. I know sometimes these cards aren't very detailed, but I think every message is going to hit everyone different. It's not all going to slap the same, as they say. Haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. So I knew that was coming in too. That was the other message. Okay, thank you so much. I knew there was a reason I did these cards. So that was the other reason that people are so desperate to like get back to your energy or get back to you in some way, shape, or form. Hold on one sec. There's like this desire to like get on your good graces and or just be around you. It's like, because you're lucky, you've got the Midas touch right now. Everything you touch turns to gold. And so who wouldn't want to be in your energy, right? The forest is here, so you may have some muddled, unclear thinking. The tree is here, some dealings with your family, affairs with your family. Get back to the basics with the quill. So maybe maybe journaling would be as a beneficial tool to you at the moment. And another card about success. Success assured with the good plans and hard work. So if you're working hard for that which you know you are worthy of, it is going to come into fruition. And that is like unstoppable. And that's what's going on. You have been unstoppable. My goodness, I cannot make up how lucky you are right now. Good luck on the bottom with the horseshoe. Peace and harmony is also coming for you. And maybe a vacation. Like I said, safe travel was out there, but here's kite. I know these didn't pop out, and I like it more like when they pop out, because it just feels more real. Interesting. This Tower card says solid foundation, success with effort. And in the tarot, as we know, the Tower card is more of a shit's gonna fall apart, but it has to fall apart so that it can come back together the way it was meant to be. And when we let those towers fall, instead of just being worried all the time, like, oh, what's gonna happen? You may have a secret admirer, somebody who has been keeping tabs on you, a dark man, dealings or a relationship with a man with dark complexion or dark hair. Again, man or woman, weeping willow, family sorrow. Stepping into a new experience. Leg. You got a leg up on this. I'm just, one more. Candle. You will be shown the way. Ask and ye shall receive. I cannot say that enough. When I said, hey God, I know that there's something I need to do. And I mean that in the sense of I need to go and work in a new job now. Where am I going to go? Please show me the way. I have finally been starting to see some different positions opening up out there. So I think there is, things are looking pretty good. Let me just say it. I think we're onto something. I'm feeling lucky. Boot. Increase your efforts. If you want to achieve your goals, just put these down. Oh my gosh. Opportunity or windfall. Carrot. And a fair woman. Dealings with or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay. And I will say there are a lot of not good cards in here. So for us to have this many positive cards when we're spilling the tea, these are the tea leaf cards, literally. This is a good sign, and you will have recognition and a reward for merit. So whatever you've been doing, obviously you're pissing some people off, and you're doing you're doing something good. You're doing something right, because don't they say haters are a sign that you're onto something? And I don't like to say haters, but people who are like envious or jealous, or marriage maybe, something in your future, if that's something you're interested in, a situation in the balance that requires careful handling. So, and that's the other thing. It's like, move with precision, but keep going with the flow. If that's something that's possible, be like water, go with the flow, and, keep remembering that, sometimes like stuff happens up there and I feel like, should we call an ambulance? Maybe somebody's hurt. Maybe somebody knocked themselves out because of how loud things get. Beware of greed and hand. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. I think, a lot of times people could use a little more help than they'll ever let on. So if you're ever able to help someone, that's always a good sign. Justice is on the bottom of this deck. I know this is getting a little long. and Temperance popped out when I opened that deck. Aren't these pretty? These are for my sister. I put them on my Christmas list and she got them for me. And the back's really pretty too. And they're like a really cool matted texture, almost velvety. Just pretty. Thanks, sister. All right. We are just going to see if there's any other information, anything that we need to know, the collective needs to know today. Oh, happy Earth Day, everybody, by the way. We have a few popping out. So cycles are coming to an end, and that's what it is. Like I said, and I've been talking about this, but a 7-year cycle has closed. And, you know, a lot of times this could have been a 7-year cycle that I was watching. She was, what is her, Healing with Reem, the Rare Gazelle. I want to say she was talking about cycles coming to a close too. Oh, she was talking about a 7-year cycle that was repeated twice when I was watching one of her Sagittarius readings recently, within the last couple of months anyway, or 3 times. And I'm like, holy shit. So this 7-year cycle will keep continuing if you don't see that it has ended. And I guess this is a big way to say this cycle has ended. The World card is an ending card to all that has been going on. And Ace of Wands is a fiery new beginning, fiery new ideas, new aspect, new perspective. And I think it all had to happen the way it happened because we sometimes just need a new perspective in life, don't we? Obviously, I just needed a new perspective with this camera here. I don't know. It's the lighting. Wow. I just split it to Justice. Justice is coming in for the cycle that you've been going through. And God is not allowing any bullshit. And that's why this has been coming so heavily through lately is like the old you is dead and gone. And anyone that's trying to bring back some old version of you that you don't want to be anymore isn't helping. And you don't have to be anybody but your true authentic self in this moment here and now. And you know, a lot of times we have talked about we just want things to go back to normal. Well, when were things ever normal in the first place? And we have to understand that energy is like a river. It's never the same. It's always changing. It's always shifting. It's always moving. And this incoming justice is swift. It's coming in fast. It's coming in hot with the 8 of Wands coming in right here. Oh my goodness. I'm speaking the truth. The King of Swords came out after that. Gosh, these cards are pretty. Squirrel. Oh my goodness. Empress and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, guys. And the Chariot. Whatever you're doing, keep up the good work because it's working, and it doesn't matter who or what is trying to stop you at this point. God has been making my heart know for sure that anybody attempting to stop you, like, you're just gonna feel it. You're gonna know it in your heart because you've done some heart healing is what I'm trying to say. And you will be rewarded, and you may have some incoming pentacles, unexpected incoming pentacles, with the good fortune card also coming out in the talisman. I do kind of see myself as seeing future energies sometimes a long time before people do. Sometimes I'll start wearing something and think, man, this is really silly. Who would wear this? And the next thing you know, I'm seeing it everywhere. Also, I do live under a rock, so maybe it's always been styles and I just catch up. That could be too. But there has been things like, even my mom will admit that I've said things that I thought were going to happen and then they did. Not saying that they were always good things with the 10 of Wands here. There was a lot of heavy shit that I talked about that actually came to pass because I have, we all have spidey senses. We just, whether we believe them or not. And that's what the whole point of why it's so important to be your true authentic self, and not worry about what everyone's going to say about what you say, as long as what you're saying is not hurting another or yourself. As long as what you say is you stay in your own lane, you're not harming anyone, you're just saying things that God brings through, or that nature brings through, or the divine brings through to you. And sometimes it's spot on and sometimes it's a little off. But for the most part, you're pretty smart. And the Emperor came out twice now. For the most part, you kind of, oh my gosh, you are the sun. You are bringing light to the darkness. And when you're authentic, you bring more light into the world. And remember, I was having like experiences where I would go out and I wanted to show you. That's why I was doing my tarot readings from my car, because I wanted to just kind of show you how people kind of, it's been happening to me for a really long time now, and I'm finally able to just see it and like not worry like I used to worry all the time. But I wanted people to understand when I talk about being in fear and things, and I haven't really explained my whole story, but that was a big part of it, to be able to say, hey, people are going to come up and try to stop you, and they don't even know why they're doing it, I don't think. But it's something to do with your heart and with your emotions. And when you heal, your light gets brighter, and it's like moths to a flame. So people want to come in and get that energy, and I don't even think they know they're doing it. The only thing about these cards is they kind of stick together. Or maybe there's not two cards here. I thought there was. Ace of Pentacles also. That's 3 aces and the Empress, and I don't know if I said that, but the Empress and the Emperor. So there could be a divine couple coming into union as creating. And oh my gosh, it's 51 minutes. That's fine. I still have 2 more decks. If you watched it, cool. And if you didn't, that's fine too. Jealousy, just some big things are coming in, obviously, for the collective here. And you probably already know this. These messages should only be confirmation. Yeah. Wow, that your 10 of Pentacles is coming in, and that your 9 and 10 of Pentacles, like, it's coming in. And there may be a page coming to offer you these pentacles. There may be someone younger. That's usually, pages are younger messengers, right? Or a message from a younger energy. And the six of Wands, you're going to be so victorious. And that was the other deck that I was going to just go ahead and get here, was the fell on the floor. Sometimes when they fall on the floor, they have stronger meaning. Oh, yeah. I have been so wanting to do a reading for so long, and I'm like, I don't want to do it because it might be loud. And it's like, you know what? I love it. It's just like when I get into this flow, I don't want to stop. Oh my gosh. What card did I just hold up? Come on. Come on. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity with the Abundance card. It's like, do we even need to shuffle? I think that was just the perfect cards right there, but if there's anything else that popped out. The Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Lovers and love. Come on, you guys, what's going on? So maybe some people are stepping into new relationships or making new decisions, but there are 2 paths ahead. So be true to yourself, okay? Because number 1, you are number 1 in your life. Love surrounds all of your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. Card 17 and 18. So 8 and 9. And we'll just see fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace a renewal of the present. Card 10. I do want to shuffle one more, I'm hearing. Wow, birth and luck. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. Because when you shift your mindset, everything in your world shifts. Sometimes it just takes a while for that energy to get flowing, but you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Card 19, again, that's another 10. Wow. You see why I love the Fortune Tarot? I just love this deck. Woo. Celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Good job. Way to go, guys. I just know that there's big shifts in the collective, big shifts in the energies. I said this to family the other day. I know I say silly things, but I even noticed a change in the pressure of like driving down the road, and it used to like make my ears hum, you know, if you have both windows down, and I didn't notice that as bad. And I'm really sensitive to that kind of stuff. So be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And this is also the World card, and we had the World card coming out in this really pretty tarot deck as well from my sister. So we're just getting confirmations that cycles have ended, new energies are coming in, and nothing can stop God. No one and nothing can stop God. God is all things. God is all there is. God is all energies. And then people just decide if something's good or bad based on their own limiting beliefs. Okay? And we are just going to get some angel numbers. So these could be numbers that you're seeing often, or numbers to look out for, or it could be numbers that will confirm this message. 111. I am creative. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I love it. Card 111. I am creative. 66. Your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. Card 66, and then one other one popped out. 25, I am intelligent. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. And card 25 is 7. Breaks to a 7, and I love 7s because of God. Because God, it's my God number card. 99, I am courageous. 88, I am wealthy. And how many 8s did we have earlier? And I said wealth is coming in, luck is coming in. You can't stop it. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. And I'm going to say it now, now, now. Here's to abundance. Where's my bell? There's that. I know it's here somewhere. We're going to use it to clear out a little energy, and then we're just going to bring in the good stuff. Bringing in the good stuff. Clearing out any energies that are not serving the highest good, because these awesome messages, you can't stop God. God is unstoppable, and that is what this message has been leading up to say. I am kind-hearted, and being kind-hearted is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. That's what I was saying, man. If you have ideas and they seem bizarre, but you're not hurting anyone with them, you just see a better thing, a better way things could be done, or like better potential for the future. And it makes, it may feel like kind of embarrassing even to say these things. It's okay. That's why you have these thoughts, because God put it on your heart for a reason. Like when you go within and you heal all of the stuff that has been weighing your heart down, that's when you start opening up to the ideas that have been in there waiting to come to light. And when you bring more stuff to light, the whole world gets lighter. And we're going to change the world, and we're going to make it a better place, whether people want us to or not. We are already, that energy is already, momentum is already going strong, man. I am diplomatic. You have great talent for finding solutions, and your intuition and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. And that is why you had to go through what you've been through. That's why life has literally felt like hell a million different times. Like you've gone through crazy situations that you tell people and they look at you like you're making it up. That's how crazy your life has been. And it was only so that you could see everything from a perspective that if anyone ever asks you or says you wouldn't understand, you can be like, you want to fucking bet? Try me. Fucking try me. Okay? So, good job. Way to go. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of us as a collective of people who heard the call and said, hey, I know I'm going to listen to my heart, even though everyone in the world's going to be like, no one reads tarot cards and no one knows what energy is doing. And I know it's a lot more common these days than it used to be, but for a long time, it just didn't seem like the world was shifting. And now I'm seeing so many great shifts in the world. Just even from engaging again on Instagram and just seeing how much people have to say on there. I do think there can be a lot of traps also, though, with like positivity messages and inspiring like things that make you feel bad. If you read them, then those are not inspiring. Okay, you should never feel bad when you read those messages. They should be uplifting and empowering. If they're not, I would not follow those pages. That's just my 2 cents, you know, because I like to put in my 2 cents because I'm diplomatic. Okay, everyone. So there are hidden secrets coming to light. That is why these apps have been struggling to try to stop you, to shut you up, to keep you in their court, to keep you on whatever leash that they want you to be on. And you didn't come here to be put on a leash. You may be a poet and your words may be healing. You may be here. There may be a lot of gossip about you. There may be a lot of people gossiping about you, something about your father, victim, engineering, storytellers, child divine. You know, not every story that we hear about people is true. So I think it's really important for us to use our own common sense and our own knowledge and our own determination of when we meet people and somebody wants to tell you who that person is and what they've done and why they're this, that, or the next thing. I think it's really important for us to form our own opinions about people and also to be observant of people, but not judgmental. And I think it's really common for people to want to put labels and judgments on people. And I don't think anybody is ever meant to be in one box for their whole life and one size fits all or anything like that. I think we're all unique individuals, and that's why it's so important to shine your light and to keep shining it. And even if people want to tell you that you don't know what the F you're talking about, that's fine. You know what? You lived this long and you've got these ideas and feelings and intentions for a reason, and God wants you to follow your heart. Okay? And I want you to follow your heart, because I think the more that we all start following our heart and knowing that there is greater things to be discovered in this world and more light to be brought into this world, we're going to see a lot of big shifts and changes that are going to be beneficial for the whole and not just for a few. Okay? And I think we are part of a collective that is in need of some really positive shifts. And I'm grateful that we are here to do that together. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Wake up and dream big. If you build it, they will come. And I will see you on the next one. Love you, mean it. Mwah. Bye.